Hello everyone, today we're using the XN-550 and what we're going to do is just show you how to turn it on and start using it. We'll be using manual mode today for the specimens, but we're going to be using the drawer sampler for our QC. So first things first, we got to turn this puppy on. So it is on in the back switch. We're going to turn the green light on. You're going to notice right away that over on the right, the manual sample door, you've got the red light. The touch screen immediately comes on, starts turning green, and that that indicates that there is a connection there. That barcode reader is flashing green. All right, I've got my QC out. It should come to room temperature for 15 minutes before you start running it. We use 3 levels of QC, and this is the XN check QC. Level 1 is the red. Level 2 is the green and the white. And level 3 is the black. Okay, and how these are indicated by level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is a low, level 2 is a medium range, and then level 3 is your high abnormal range. So the low and the high would make sure that the range of which you are analyzing specimens is actually accurate. We've talked in other videos about the analytical measurable range and the clinical reportable range. The analytical measurable range is what your analyzer can do without the aid of dilution and detect from the low range to the high range, and that includes the normal range or reference range as well. Whereas the clinical reportable range is what your facility has decided is able to be reported out with accuracy. So that mainly extends on the high side of what analysis will be acceptable on the high side outside of the analytical measurable range. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the analyzer to continue to warm up, I am inverting my QC. Okay, I'm making sure that before I did this, the caps were on very tightly, and I'm just inverting them up and down. You should do this about 20 times before you put it on. So it's a nice rocking motion, inverting motion that you can do yourself manually. Please don't use a rocker, an automated rocker. Sysmex has recommended not to use a rocker. And I'm going to pause this because it's going to take a little bit for it to pull up, and I don't want you sitting here watching while it's just warming up. So I'll come back. All right, so at this point, everything is ready to go. We have this beautiful green light down at the bottom of the screen. All right, now it's asking us for our password. You can find the password in your lab reports. You can also find the password in the supplied quick guide manual from the company Sysmex. So this is a touch screen. You can use the touch screen. You can also use the the keyboard. I'm going to use the keyboard at this moment to show you that that works as well. You can't use it with all of the functions, but you can absolutely try. So we also have a mouse as well. All right, so what's happening now is we are in, it's bringing up the main menu of what it is that you can do on this analyzer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the QC. So first things first, you want to make sure that in this bottom right hand corner of the touchscreen, it's in sampler mode. That means we're going to use the drawer. Okay, for your specimen analysis, you're going to make sure that you turn that to manual. But right now, we need it in sampler mode. We also need that beautiful green light on that left-hand bottom of your touch screen to show that we are in ready mode. So before you get started on anything, you always want to make sure that your adapter, the little holder within your drawer, has the metal piece in the right position. It looks great. So you can either take out this and load it, or put it in, keep it in here and then load it. So I have made sure that I have inverted, lovingly inverted my QC, probably more than 20 times at this point. The analyzer is going to invert it as well. There's an arm in there, which you can barely see because of the glare. See that black piece right there? In the glare of the tube, the QC tube, that's where the arm is. It comes and it picks these up and it's going to invert them. So I'm going to do level 1 in position 1. Okay, this is the way it always is. 10 is at the back, 1 is in the front. All right, we've got level 2. Going to load that now in number 2. And level 3 is in number 3. The question you may have is, okay, well, if that's the case, if we know that there's barcodes and we know that this is the automated side, why do we care? Because it will automatically read the barcode and that sort of thing. But the thing is that you want to indicate where the first tube is. Okay, looking at this picture, you even see that your rack needs to be in like this, with 10 in the back, 1 in the front. If you stuck the QC in position 6, 7, or 8, you know, something back here, it's going to go and it's going to check every single position, and that's just a waste of time. All right, so the reason that we go and do this is that we're showing the analyzer where to start. We see that it's in CBC diff mode. That's perfect. This is whole blood QC, meaning that it's going to test all your parameters as if it's running a patient whole blood specimen. So that being said, if you had a body fluid, you would need to make sure to get the appropriate QC for that type of analysis. So we already pressed, I mean, we'll press it again just to show you how it works. Press OK. All right. And now we're ready to go ahead and press the start button. Dun, dun, dun. That's that blue button right here. All right. You see that that drawer starts to think. The arm is moving. It's going to the front. It's going to analyze and see. Oh my gosh, I wish the glare wasn't there. It's going to see the front. Okay. It's saying yes, it is in position 1 mode. It picked up the first QC. Look at that. Now it's going to go back. There we go. We're inverting it again. The cap is on. Good thing. That QC would be all over the place. Now it's going to take it to that sample analysis location. That would be the manual one that we'll do later for the specimens. It's back reading the barcode now. You saw the barcode light. Now it's gonna wait, pull it out once it's done with the aspiration, pulling out from the QC tube. It's back out. The arm's picking it up again, taking it back. I really apologize for the glare. And it's putting it back in that spot. Now it's picking up QC2. Gonna invert it just like it did with QC1. All right, and it's gonna go back over to that manual load area, put it in there, and it's going to read the barcode. It just went back in, closes that little door. Look at that. It's back in there aspirating. The door is closed so that nothing gets in there. It's protecting itself, protecting you. And there it is. It's out again. Arm picks it up and puts it back. All right. So you've seen that twice. I don't think you need to watch that anymore. So what we're going to look for is, where can we see this at this point? Where can we see what the results look like, if we have any so far? So we have the printer. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, the on button's right here in the front. All right. Once we have results, it will come out there. See, it's turning on. If if you don't have it turned on, obviously it won't do that. So here we could go to our work list. We can see what's running right now. There is no specimen running, so that's why you don't see anything here. We go to the QC. This is what we find out. All right, so these in red were back in 2019. That's not what we're doing right now. We are doing the ones down here. Okay. So we've got a really weird date there. That's the expiration date. That's not the date that we have right now. The analysis date is right here. So it's showing us what time it is, when the control was run, and if it's expired or not. It's not expired, so that's great. We can go and take a look at it and see, all right, is it in or is it out? So we can go along here and see what, by arrowing down the parameters that were measured. So this is all of an automated CBC, right? And then we go down, we've got the diff, the automated diff. We've got a little bit of deviation from the mean there. Okay, but everything is within this blue shaded area. So that's your 2SD range there. Okay, so everything looks gorgeous. Oh my goodness, that's perfect, right? So let's go back to the QC file. We could check the second one as well. Whoops. So here we're in the next one, level 2. You can see that at the top of your screen. I moved my tripod a little bit. So arrowing down over here, we saw everything look great. Okay, the red line means that's today. That's our specific run. All right, it's been run other times before because we had to set up the QC. The instrument was updated, and we had to run QC to set the new lot. Okay, so looking at all these, they look great. All right, going up to the top, everything looks wonderful. So you can also see QC in a different way. So I'm in the third level here, level 3, you see. I'm going to go up to the browser. All right, and it shows the results this way, okay? You see it's QC. All right, you see the number there. It's whole blood. It's the time and date. All right, and you see how it fares with the normal range and what the units are, all of that. You can graph this. Look at that. So you see the scatter plot here, the histogram of the reds and the platelets. Are there any flags? No. That's great. And this comes into play when you are in specimen analysis. Okay, we're just looking through, but you don't need to go really past that. So You graph it out, it looks like that, and then your main here. There is a QC radar that you can do. I prefer the Levy-Jennings, which I already showed you. So, all right, so since our QC did pass, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run some specimens. All right, so I'm going to end this video, and we're going to do a regular specimen that you would do like in class. All right, so I'll see you next time. Please make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and I'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Bye.